Need to grow some balls.
Hi, Moms. How are you?
What are you people doing? You're doing the opposite of smart things.
SFL, Damon Dowd, Moms Russo, Jen Morgan, CN, Robert Carr, Shane Godzilla.
I don't know any of those songs.
Badges? We ain't got no badges. We don't need no badges. I don't have to show you any stinking badges.
Welcome to the 21st Century Suffragettes cast. They flipped the bitch switch. We've already won this fight. We've already won this battle. We are not going back, not on our watch. Make sure to like, share, and subscribe. Thank you, family.
We'll do it live. Fuck it. Do it live. I'll write it and we'll do it live.
All right. I guess we're going to do it live.
Let's do it.
Let's
Maybe something bad.
Maybe something good.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah, starting with a little drop from Ren and Stimpy, because who the hell knows? Welcome to the 21st Century Suffragettes. I am Diane Russell. We've got Spykin and we've got Sage with us today. Benny can't be here. She got a last minute thing with the doctor and her hubby, and we hope Brand is okay. And also her dog. So
Oh,
got her hands
day,
full right now.
busy day.
wow.
So we wish her well, and she said she'll be lurking if she can. So anyway, we got a lot to talk about. I don't even know where to start because it's just fuckery. We do this every show. Every show, and we do a show like what, every other day?
And we're always like, okay, where do we start? Where did we leave off? What's new?
Well, we
Where
left
do we
off
even
with,
begin?
and I didn't even get to this on our last show, but it says every probation officer who does random drug testing knows how absurd this is, because Elon is posting his laboratory final report from the United States drug testing.
That he is notified of before it happens, first and foremost.
He's negative for benzos, amphetamines, ecstasy, barbiturates, something morphine, some cocaine. Negative.
I have it. It reads on good. The end.
It's just going, dude, we all saw you. You can't deny that you are not on something. It's so fucking obvious. It's clear
So
as fucking plugs in your hair. Okay, so just
as clear as his fake hairline.
dude, I don't care what you say. We all know it. Get some help, get some fucking rehab, and get the fuck out of our goddamn business.
Yes.
I wanted to cover this too because it's really, really been bugging me lately, because it seems that MAGA has a really short fucking memory span. Yeah, remember while
They're
Trump,
like goldfish.
while
Already
Trump
Yeah,
was,
that's goldfish.
yeah. It says, remember while Trump was eliminating the pandemic response team, Republicans let him do it. While Trump was lying about the risk of COVID, Republicans supported him. While Trump continued to target Obamacare during the pandemic, Republicans helped him. Trump didn't kill Americans by himself. Republicans killed Americans too. And I also want to go into, we had a pandemic response team and he killed it. We had a border bill and he killed it. We had an Iran.
Thank you.
Iran Contra. What I mean, not Iran.
Iran nuclear deal.
So I'm sorry. Thank you.
We had the deal,
and we had the deal, and he killed it. And now look
two of those things he killed solely out of spite for the fact that Obama was president.
Right.
Yeah,
that's right.
Oh yeah,
yeah. Because God forbid if a black man did it. And then also, like he takes credit for that thing that Hal always points out that Obama did something for the veterans, but Dinky always claims he always takes credit for doing it when he didn't fucking do a goddamn thing. Yeah. What was the other thing? Oh, like NAFTA and the thing after NAFTA. NAFTA was working just fine. Yeah, USMCA. Yeah. NAFTA was working just fine, but he killed it, and now it's called USMCA with more fuck ups in it. He just fuck ups. He just fucks up everything. He's such a fuck up.
The effed up edition.
Yes.
It's like government for dummies.
It's true.
Government
That's what I keep saying.
It's government for those who lack empathy over those that they are supposed to govern, is what it is. It's a complete lack of empathy for anybody other than himself and how to make himself look better when, again, he created these problems and he can't even fucking solve the problem he created.
Because he doesn't need to solve them. He needs to blame them on Biden.
Yeah.
He
everything.
Needs to blame them on someone else.
Oh my God. Everything.
So there's no reason for him to go into anything strategically or with any kind of intellect or understanding of how it affects our military, other countries, our socioeconomic situations, because he knows that he can just throw it out there. His base will accept it. And when it goes to fucking shit, he'll have another thing to run on saying, this is why you can't elect a Democrat. They did this.
Well, he blames it all on Democrats, but it's his fucking party and the people he appointed that are fucking it all up.
Yep. We know that.
I know we know that.
The cult will never see it, though. The cult will never see it. They will always have someone else to scapegoat and blame other than the one solely and entirely responsible for all of this fucking bullshit.
Yeah.
Well, I don't know. We're seeing some real nice rifts happening with certain people.
Oh,
Don't get on board.
And I want to cover some of that.
The sad thing is they'll get on board. They'll get on board once he starts some shit. They'll just get on board. Yeah, they'll acquiesce and they'll get on board.
So
that's what I'm afraid of.
This is what I'm woke up to. Flag. Is this spontaneous disassembly? Another rocket ship by and this guy, this is what this guy is doing to our fucking country, by the way, just imploding it from the fucking ground up. So let's not give him any more fucking power, please.
If he really wants to be efficient, he should just put his piles of money on that launch pad and set it on fire.
Yeah.
Because
he should just stick his butt in one of those rockets and set that up into space and let that happen, All
right, here we go.
Yay.
Just flight train.
How does weather play into it?
Like, would they static fire while it's raining?
Yeah, probably. I mean, even the other day when they...
Shanji, motherfucker Carlson's laugh makes me want to punch him in the mushroom.
I have to say, it's the most non-menacing maniacal laugh I've ever heard.
It's nails on a chalkboard to me. You know what I mean? It's just,
You know what it is? It reminds me of like that second grade kid, and you're like when you were a little kid, and they're trying to laugh and get attention from everybody, so they come up with the stupidest laugh.
Yeah.
Yes.
It's not real. Can't be. Or maybe it is.
Maybe it
like
is.
the ball tanning situation.
Okay. The ball tanning situation. It might be shrinking those things into raisins, and that might be the problem.
That's right.
That's where the high pitch comes from.
Who thinks Robo Bitch? What's her name? Not Caroline Levitt. I call her Robo Bitch. What's the other one?
Kristi Noem?
Yeah, Kristi Noem. What's her name? What do we call her?
Crazy.
Oh, she's cosplay Barbie.
Cosplay Barbie.
Yeah,
cosplay Barbie.
Oh my God.
Okay, yes. Oh my God. What did she do? Oh my God. Did she like OD? Did she OD on Botox? Like, did she blow her lips up? Did they just go kaboom like that rocket we just fucking watched?
So there are some reports that her hospitalization had to deal with the fact that her and RFK Jr. visited a shuttered biolab the day before.
That's so good. You can't. They're ending themselves in the best ways. I'm so glad they're making me happy.
Because usually an allergic reaction doesn't actually require hospitalization. I mean, you might have to go to the hospital for treatment, but you don't have to stay in the hospital.
I told the girls I've been sneezing all day, and then I might have boogers flying out of my nose. That's like a little allergy. Okay, like they're like, oh, it's a little allergic reaction. That's an allergic reaction. Sneezing all day because there's fucking pollen in the air. No, yeah. This is, I don't know what it is, but I did not hear about that.
I hope she looks like Axl Rose now.
They got to remove all of her face, just everything she put in her face.
Yeah. Mickey Rourke. That's another one. That's a good one.
Yeah.
What the fuck? What is this?
But yeah, but they did actually, her and RFK Jr. and Rand Paul visited a closed biolab that had been shut down for all kinds of various non-compliance reasons because it was a hazard. They visited that the day before she was hospitalized.
And RFK Jr. is fine because he swims in rivers of shit, and she does not.
Why? Why were they there? Why would anybody need to go to an abandoned site? Is this
No, it wasn't abandoned. It wasn't abandoned. It was a biolab that had been closed because it wasn't in compliance.
Oh my God, you guys are so funny.
Yeah.
Ice Barbie. Yes, moms. Thank you. Allergic reaction to the Constitution. Our chat is so funny. Is she still in the hospital? I don't know. Noam's favorite movie is Old Yeller. Ice Barbie. Thank you, moms. Peter S said that. the old Yeller thing. Lynn Lynette, she's allergic to her heart. They visited the biolab previously that day without any PPE. RFK is already toxic, so it couldn't affect him. Trump Jim the Geek. And wait, who said fat Axel or skinny Axel? Yeah,
I want to go fat Axel.
Susan Twyman, fat Axel or skinny?
She's going puff right up.
But again, who goes to a biolab without proper PPE?
She had the costume. She just had to put it on.
Yeah, she could wear that whole thing. The only problem is it would cover her hair and her face.
And then she couldn't get her glamour shots in.
No glam shots. Cosplay. Oh my God.
Yeah, I really should have dressed up like Kristi Noem in the hospital. Just
here, I gotcha.
Yeah, there you go.
Oh my God.
Wouldn't it be great if all she
Now,
could
a
do was make
warning?
that sound? All we ever heard from her again was that.
All the
my
dogs would chase her.
Exactly.
Oh my God. Yeah, it's just, she's so ridiculous. And I have zero compassion for her. I have
None.
0.0. She goes out there with her used $30,000 Rolex because no Rolex cost $30,000. They're all $80,000, $100,000. They're more than a fucking car. Okay. So yeah. $30,000 used Rolex standing in front of the guys in the cage with all their shaved heads, no shirts.
While one's
I'll
whacking
never
it
get
in
over
the background right behind her.
Yeah, the one who was choking his chicken in the background. Oh yeah, I cannot get that picture out of my head. I can't.
It's not like a woman. It's a
Fuck
girl.
her. And yeah, as you said, I hope she looks like Fat Axel now.
Fat Axel. Hey, it's Fat Axel.
No, she deserves whatever karma is coming for her. She absolutely deserves all of it.
Yeah.
I hope and pray this isn't some ploy because she had to go in and because remember, somebody said something about, it was Benny talking about her neck waddle. And they said at her angle, next thing she'll do is get her neck thing taken care of. Maybe she hurt her. Maybe that's what she's doing. And this I had an allergic reaction will explain the swelling she has after the fact. I hope that's not the case.
She had an appointment for her plastic surgery and she just had to go to the biolab to, first. Oh my God. Weirdo people. Weirdo people.
Yeah. These aren't real humans.
No, I don't. I love this judge ruling. The judge rules that anti-woke is just racism. Quote, I've never seen a record where racial discrimination was so palpable. Judge Young fumed. I sat on this bench now for 40 years. I've never seen a government racial discrimination like this. Yes, please. More of this, please. Call it out when you see it, you fuckers.
Yes.
Oh, well, we talked about the Trump phone last time, but the Trump phone, I heard it's not, well, first of all, it's not made in America. They're like, it's going to be all made in America. No, it's not. All the components are going to come from somewhere else. What else have we heard that's new about the Trump phone? Oh, I tried pre-ordering a Trump phone. The page failed and it charged my credit card with the wrong amount. So good luck getting your Trump phone.
By the way, these Trump phones, for anyone who is an Apple iPhone, you guys will know this. Android will not. But these Trump phones are like an iPhone 6. That's how
I heard they're based off Android
out of date
system.
they are.
Make America great
guys,
again. Oh my God.
I want you to look at the picture of that iPhone again. I mean, the Trump phone, because it's like a Scrabble tile. T with a 1 next to it. That man can't spell. It should be from Candyland. It should be like 2 blue squares, one over the other.
Candyland. The picture of it with the American flag and T1, it's just too much. Well, at least they'll stand out more. If they're not wearing the red hat, we can tell them by their fucking gold phones.
When you know that service is going to be horrendous as well. I mean, it's not like this isn't like Mint Mobile where they got contracts with all major cell phone providers to use their towers. I don't think they've even thought that far ahead.
Yeah. Oh, Brent Terhune talking about.
On, look at this. It's
phone.
the grift that keeps.
Yeah.
Yes, they're phones that fell off the back of a truck, I'm certain. Damon Dog.
I wouldn't deny it. Diane, tell it.
Oh my God, him.
Come on, look at this. It's the grift that keeps on grifting. Our Orange King, the man impeached for making a perfect phone call, is now selling phones. That's poetry, if you ask me. And for those of you worried about 5G giving you cancer or turning you gay or turning your cancer gay, never fear, because I heard from a source who I cannot name and didn't make up at all that these phones don't have G's. They have K's. 3 of them, and their unlimited talk, text, and data plans reign supreme. And that's not all. With those other carriers, you had to be accidentally added to a group chat to get war plans, but not these phones. No, Pete Hegseth, he's going to text you direct. Hold on, I'm getting one right now. Oh, we're going to war with somebody in the Middle East. I won't spoil it. You can guess in the comments. But also, these phones are secure. Like, with those other carriers, who knows what they're doing with your private data and information. Probably giving it to the government, if you ask me. But you know who you can trust? The guy in charge of the government. It's simple. Hold on, I'm getting into. Oh, dang, Pete! I didn't know you were circumcised.
Ooh. Ooh.
Yeah.
Now, as someone in our chat pointed out, you can literally get the same phone on Amazon for $169. It just doesn't have Trump's name on it.
Oh my God. Oh my God. They come preloaded with Palantir. And what the fuck is Palantir?
Peter Thiel's tech company.
Yeah.
It's
a data aggregate company. Yeah.
Yeah, but what I heard is that Elon is collecting all this information of all the Americans, and they're going to put it in a major database in Palantir. Is that what do I have that correct?
Palantir is behind, or has been hired as the contractor to do the master database of the American people. And yes, it's owned by Peter Thiel. But what's on those phones?
Another migrant, immigrant.
But also, what's on those phones? They come pre-installed with a health app that gives you health information and advice. So he won't have to, in the press room, he won't have to tell people to inject bleach.
And
he can just do it through the app on the phone that they purchase.
They're gonna fucking kill people, dude. I mean, they already are killing people. So let's not.
How did we end up here?
I'm speechless sometimes about the stupidity of it all.
So I actually thought. So I've been trying to take a break from all the politics and stuff. So somebody told me I should check out this one show on Netflix, and I was checking it out. It's called Love, Death, and Robots. And the first episode of their 3rd season, it's 3 robots who go back to Earth, and they explain how the people of Earth annihilated themselves. And there's a lot of digs at MAGA. There's a couple digs at Trump. And there's a really big dig at Elon Musk at the end of that episode.
Nice. I'm not liking the fact that we all died, but I like the rest of it.
Well, I think the funniest part, though, was that the billionaire, the uber wealthy, decided to build rockets so they could go to Mars, and only one rocket escaped or launched because they forgot to hire people to help them do what they needed to do.
Because they're so dumb.
And they didn't make it to Mars.
So I hate to play this shit on my show. I don't want to play this shit on my show. But get out the popcorn. Because when you got Ted Cruz and Tucker Carlson bitching, and I'm not going to play. I'm just going to play clips. Hal covered it. Boston Brian covered it. But these are like kind of the two important clips. But
it's basically Israel and Russia in the same room together debating over Iran.
That's what it is. Pretending they give a shit about America, by the way.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah. Okay. Here's the rats video 1. Fight, fight, fight. You're all big fucking bag of rats. And wait, here's the other one. Oh, yeah.
I mean, making MAGA look stupid is always a great pastime to watch. It's always good entertainment.
It's a joy.
It really is.
And then, well, and here's I got the second clip coming. Go for it.
How many people live in Iran, by the way? I don't know the population. At all? No, I don't know the population. You don't know the population of the country you seek to topple? How many people live in Iran? 92 million. Okay. Yeah, how could you not know that? I don't sit around memorizing population tables. Well, it's kind of relevant because you're calling for the overthrow of the government. Why is it relevant whether it's 90 million or 80 million or 100 million? Why is that relevant? Because if you don't know anything about the country... I didn't say I don't know anything about the country. What's the ethnic mix of Iran? They are Persians and predominantly Shia. Okay, this is cute. It's not even... You don't know anything about Iran.
Hold on, look at his boots. Look at his fucking boots.
Which, the black boots?
Yeah, look.
Are they ankle high, like 70s boots?
No, I don't know what the fuck.
That's what they look like.
So, okay, I am not the Tucker Carlson expert on Iran.
You're a senator who's calling for the overthrow of the government.
You're the one who claims
anything about the country.
No, you don't know anything about the country. You're the one who claims they're not trying to murder Donald Trump. You're the one who can't figure out if it was a good idea to kill General Soleimani, and you said it was bad.
You don't believe they're trying to murder Trump.
Yes, I do.
Because you're not calling for military strikes against them in retaliation. And if you really believe that...
We're carrying out military strikes today.
You said Israel was.
Right, with our help. I said we. Israel is leading them, but we're supporting them.
Well, you're breaking news here because the U.S. government last night denied, the National Security Council spokesman Alex Pfeiffer denied on behalf of Trump that we were acting on Israel's behalf in any offensive capacity.
No, we're not bombing them. Israel's bombing them.
You just said we were.
We are supporting
This is
Israel.
high stakes. You're a senator. If you're saying the United States government is at war with Iran right now, people are listening. Hey, Tucker, where were you before, fucko? And why didn't you quit Fox News if it was such a propaganda fucking channel, fucking with old people, as you said on Steve Bannon's show, Tucker?
Because he only cared about making money. He doesn't care about who he hurts.
Tucker's proving himself actually not to be a fucking dipshit there. Right?
Slightly, yes.
Slightly. And he's going, you're going to war with this country. You don't even know anything about it. You know, I mean,
honestly, he's like, how many threads? How many threads are in the Iranian flag? Like, what the fuck are you asking about? Like, nobody memorizes these things.
Well,
it's stupid.
Yeah, he only had those facts to pull out of the hat just to make Ted look stupid.
And
he memorized them right before.
It's not Ted. It's Chunky Wolverine.
Okay.
In his very girly cowboy boots, I must say.
Well, and wait a minute. Wait until you see this. You sleazy feline.
You sleazy feline. Mm-hmm. That's what I'm going to call chicks now.
I heard today that without the help of the U.S., Israel will run out of missiles for their Iron Dome in 10 days.
Oh my God! Really? Wow. Well, ICE ran out of money. They're $1 billion over.
And they're $1 billion over. They're bankrupt. They're already bankrupt. They're out of money.
So my question on that is, how the hell is Stephen Miller going to be able to dress up like the Grim Reaper or Nosferatu or Goebbels or the child catcher from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang without money for costumes?
She spent all the money on her costumes and her glam squad.
Glam squad. Glamour shots. Remember that? Glamour shots?
Who said that? Shanji said, when does the whole hair pulling start? What?
Neither one of them have enough hair to pull.
Can't hear it.
Unless you grab what's on Ted Cruz's face.
Oh, I see it.
Ew.
Shayla, when does hair pulling start? Yeah.
And yeah, evidently women are too emotional. I watched that clip and I question, are we really?
Yeah, seriously.
Are we really?
I think that talking point is dead and gone and buried. It's gone. We've seen too much. We've seen too many of these guys, like these alpha guys, and their very low alpha behavior.
Yeah. Very cowardly behavior.
It's fascinating to watch them think that white men are under attack. How are you under attack? Nobody has ever attacked you. You have hit the upper fucking hand forever.
Yep.
And just because someone gets a little bit of equality, you're being attacked. It's so
brutal.
It's so pussifying. I can't even be.
That's sleazy feline.
Yeah. Sleazy feline just going,
thank you, sir.
I can't handle it. You're being mean to me. You're calling me names. You're a U.S. sitting senator and you're a fucking TV Fox News host. Oh, you work for Fox News, CNN, and MSNBC. You got fired from every single solitary one of them. And now you've got your little podcast. Oh, and Ted's got his podcast too. Get your little podcast.
That's right.
No, leave the podcasting to us, okay? Because you suck at it. You may have millions of followers, but we're way more fun.
Maybe
way more fun and actually way more
Maybe
informative as well.
I guess we'll never know.
Yeah. And none of us wear stupid shoes.
Yeah. Stupid shoes.
I swear those look like the girliest cowboy boots I have ever seen. And they're everywhere down here. So,
well, they're like the Austin Powers zip up 1970s Spy Who Shagged Me kind of. So like smarmy,
I actually like those
shoes.
The shoes from the 70s, they're like short high tops. Do you know what I mean? Men's dress shoes.
They're cute on girls, but guys.
I like those ones in the 70s on guys. I did. I have to admit it. I like them.
But not on Chunky Wolverine.
No, not on Chunky Wolverine. And those were cowboy boots that were all dressy and had details.
I mean, my cowboy boots are for getting in the mud and hanging and stuff like that.
Yeah.
He's one step short of he's one step short of bedazzling them at this point.
Yeah,
so.
they might as well have be bedazzled. Yeah, he wouldn't step in a pile of horse shit with those shit kickers on.
No. A horse would run him over. Horse would know.
Oh, and as Brandon Woods from across the pond in the chat says, I see Trump is doing the 2 weeks thing again. Yes, he is.
Everything with him. 2 weeks. This. How about Netanyahu going from 1996? They're just about to have nuclear weapons, just about to have 96. They're going to have 6 months away, 2 years away. For 20, 30 years, he's been saying this.
He's before his time. How about the fact that now Trump gets to actually relive what he wanted as a child, which is having two people fight over what he does.
Yeah.
Is he going to side with Bibi or is he going to side with Putin? Because they're on opposite sides.
That's right.
Yeah. And they're going to have to somehow come to him to fix it. That's the hubris. That's his ego talking, and it's not going to work.
No, they'll go on fighting without him.
Yeah, they're like, shut the fuck up.
Oh, and Starlink is no longer going to be used in Ukraine because France is supplying them with their system, so they can get Starlink the fuck out of there.
Nice, I like it. Yeah, Mom's Beatles boots. The Beatles, like I love the shoes that the Beatles were wearing, like that kind of
Well, they were
stuff.
cute. They could wear them.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the EU is supplying $20 billion and Canada's $1.5 billion. And it's just, they're filling in. They're filling in for everything we failed to give to them in this administration. So, yeah. And, Starlink got ousted. Was it United Airlines? Which airlines was it? It was just the other day. One of the bazillion things that came out that said that the radios went out because of the Starlink, like on landing and stuff like that. They just had this time where there's static or something and they couldn't hear. So they stopped using the Starlink.
Well, hopefully it's Delta because that's who I'm flying with in a month.
I think Delta's okay, but I think it was United, something like that. I can't remember who it was, but it was
one of the major airlines.
Yeah. I think you'll be fine, Spike, and you're going to have a good time.
It's like I told Diane, I'm not so worried about the flying aspect of it. One, I love to fly. I'm worried about the fact that I'm going to be stuck in a tin can with a bunch of people who have probably been listening to RFK Jr. for too long.
Oh yeah. Wear a hazmat suit. Tell them you're Kristi Noem. They'll love you.
Yeah.
Just wear your goggles. Wear your dummy.
Yeah. So I like this one. There's not enough money to throw. They've got enough money to throw us into another war, but not enough money to fund suicide prevention hotline. Very pro-life, very pro-family, and so great. It's so dumb. Like we're in the dumbest fucking timeline. I've never seen a president capitulate to fucking dictators like this before. Everybody, even fucking Reagan. Reagan's like, fuck Putin. And the Republicans back then hated fucking Russia. Now they're like, hey, it's cool. It's all right. What's that asshole's name? That fucking Keg's breath. Oh my God. That was a mess of a meeting. I think we should cover that. We should go to that right now. Because that was fucked.
It was alarmingly bad.
It was fucked up.
These people make me drink.
Yes.
Yes. Yes, they do.
Yeah. Sage, if you turn your cell phone sideways, do you get the horizontal view? Or do you just turn with it? There you go. That's way better.
Way better?
Yeah.
Okay.
Tony likes it way better.
It fits the tiles on the screen better.
Okay.
Yeah.
Sideways it is.
Okay, so
just got to try to make it not fall out of its stand because that's a good thing. All right.
That would be good.
Yeah, it falling on the floor is not a great thing. Bring on the Hexa.
Oh God. Kegs one.
Again, having their stupidity shown on TV on a daily basis, it just.
Oh, actually, don't play that one. Play this one instead. This one's better.
It is what fuels me at this point.
Yeah.
I mean, I know I'm going to wake up to a complete and utter shit show every morning.
Yeah.
And as long as there's a portion of that shit show that has MTG being humiliated by Jasmine Crockett, Dinky being humiliated by the entire, No Kings protest
world.
Yeah, and or his cabinet being humiliated in Congress. I'm all for it. All for it.
Yeah.
I mean, just what a night. This guy is such a smug little prick. He needs to be really fucking put in his place. I don't know how to do it. I don't know what's going to happen. That's the thing, too, is like, I know as Americans, we hate uncertainty. And that's exactly what we're going through. Uncertainty on a daily basis. Riding like we did the first time through this fucking administration, just blind in a blinding storm. You can't see and you're still going 80 miles an hour anyway. And it's just like white knuckling it through the whole fucking time. Yeah, so play that one.
Civil War. Why did you decide that these 4 patriots were not worthy enough to have their names on a base?
Well, Senator, as you know, this was never about the names of the bases they were renamed to.
So you don't challenge the worthiness.
Restoring all bases to their original name.
Confederate
we're not about erasing history.
Okay, you don't care about their military record. You wanted to restore the Confederate names. When you called the Gregg family to tell them that their dad's name was no longer going to be on the base, what was their reaction?
Senator, the Army notified them of that.
You didn't call any of the families, and I've spoken with the families, and the families were called by the press. That's how they learned about this. They learned about it from the press. You didn't call the Barfoot family, the Gregg family, and you didn't call the Adams family. I told the families I'd ask you about this today. In fact, 2 of General Gregg's granddaughters, Avery and Sydney, are right here in the audience, and I want to ask you this as I close. While you announced that these brave men and women's names would be stripped from the Virginia bases, no orders to that effect have been received by the base commanders. In light of the patriotic service of Van Barfoot, Arthur Gregg, Charity Adams, and Mary Walker, I'd like to ask you simply not to issue the orders changing the names of these Virginia bases. These families, my Commonwealth, are very proud of these heroes, very satisfied with these names, and ask you not to change them. Will you honor these exemplary patriots and keep their worthy names in places on the bases they loved and where they served?
Well, Senator, we very much thank and appreciate them for their service, and we'll find ways to recognize them, but the orders will soon be going to those bases to change the names back to the original name that never should have been changed.
But you have the power to not send those orders. They haven't gone out yet, correct?
Thank you. Senator, your time has expired.
Just a prick. Oh, yeah, you just want to do it. Go. Everything's white supremacy with these motherfuckers.
Yeah.
That's what they want. Yeah, go ahead and play this one. This one's got to be my favorite so far.
Have you given the order to be able to shoot at unarmed protesters in any way? I'm just asking the question. Don't laugh. Like the whole country. And by the way, my colleagues across the aisle.
What is that based on? What evidence would you have that an order like that has ever been given?
Giving that order to your predecessor, to a Republican Secretary of Defense, who I give a lot of credit to because he didn't accept the order. He had more guts and balls than you because he said, I'm not going to send in the uniformed military to do something that I know in my gut isn't right. He was asked to shoot at their legs. He wrote that in his book. That's not hearsay. So your poo-pooing of this, it just shows you don't understand who we are as a country, who we are. And all of my colleagues across the aisle, especially the ones that served, should want an apolitical military and not want citizens to be scared of their own military. I love the military. I served alongside my whole life, so I'm worried about you tainting it. Have you given the order? Have you given the order that they can use lethal force against honor? I want the answer to be no. Please tell me it's no. Have you given the order?
Senator, I'd be careful what you read in books and believing it, except for the Bible.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
Oh, my God.
He doesn't even fucking believe in the Bible.
Fuck you, people. Okay. So.
Don't believe everything you read except the Bible. That's your answer.
From someone who doesn't even actually believe in the Bible.
Right.
Go ahead, Sage. I'm sorry I cut you off.
Well, I did a thing because I was seeing in our area a huge buildup in this false narrative for religion, this negative garbage that they're pushing. You know, everything's great as long as you back it up with a cross around your neck or claim you go to church and you're a Christian. So I went ahead and I got my clergy license so I could have that at the marches, because I felt that if something were to happen, something were to come my way, I could at least lean into the fact that my faith which is spirituality. I don't believe in any major religion. I believe in spirituality, and we all have it. Could possibly protect me in some way or form. I know it's sad that we have to think that way, but the whole conversation was, do we shoot our civilians in the leg if they protest? And like, how do you protect yourself from that? Like, because we've got big marches coming up, 4th of July, and there's another one that's coming up. And like, everybody thought that there was going to be some escalation this last time, and there really wasn't. We really got lucky, right? That we moved through those rallies in a beautiful way. Mm-hmm. Everybody was joyous and happy and unified, and we set the tone for that. And we're going to do it again, and the numbers will be bigger. But how do we help one another if this bozo actually goes through with any kind of an order to put it down? Because Trump works off of ego and his hubris. And a lot of the things that happened after the military parade and the marches were because of his ego. Yep. So he didn't say no. He just didn't say no. And what do we do? How do we move through this summer?
That's when I hate to say this, but that's when it's civil war.
Yeah.
I'm sorry to say that. I don't want to even say that out loud. But if the government is going to be shooting people in the streets, they forget that we all have guns too. I mean, but I don't want to go up against we used to laugh at them. They're, oh, what are you going to do? Go up the U.S. military? Well, we might have to.
Yeah.
As Democrats, we might actually fucking have to fend for our fucking lives against our goddamn fucking government. Now, I don't want to say that. I don't want it to be a reality, but I don't see if he's not stopped, I don't see where else it goes.
Yep.
You see what I mean? Like, it's escalation. And it's like those fucking cops that seem like they're on fucking all hopped up on benzos or whatever. I don't know what those drugs do to you. Like whatever the Russian military or the Nazi military got, back in the day.
Yeah. Amphetamines.
Yeah. So it's like they seem like even Jan 6, they all seem like they were hopped up on amphetamines.
Yeah.
It seemed like that to me. People got trampled.
Yeah.
I mean, the physical hand-to-hand combat brutality of that fucking day. That's what they want. That's what Trump wants. Trump reveled in that on that day.
So there was a New York Post article today, and I know people don't really give a lot of credence to the New York Post, but it was on somebody's channel, and I pulled it up and read it. And
this is some terrible.
Sorry,
go ahead.
That's okay. There are members of ICE who are claiming that morale is down. They're not doing what they said they were going to be doing. They believed that they were going to be rounding up hardened criminals, and they're not, because now they're being told it's the numbers. We need the numbers. So get anybody. And that's what you're seeing. You're just seeing these people pulling in from daycare centers and, the veterinarian's office and the Home Depot, and just grabbing any and all people that look brown, sound ethnic or whatnot. And they're becoming disillusioned by it all. It's like, okay, start to break away, please.
Yeah,
right.
Please break away. Don't just say these things. Stop what you're doing. And that's what Alyssa Slotkin was talking about. It's like your previous Republican, whoever, like,
I can't remember the guy's name. It was
Esper. I think it was Esper.
I think it was.
Yeah,
it's like,
Mark Esper.
He did not do the things that were asked of him because he knew they were wrong. We're going to have to see some people stand up, step out, and make that move because they know they're not in the right. And to hear them talk about it, it's like, finally, this took longer than I was hoping for. Because I know these people, like, thrive on the cruelty of it all. And they want to play, I'm military, or I have secret clearance, and under, you know, my president thinks I'm so like wonderful. I'm entrusted with this task. But they're realizing that they're being played. So let's just hope and pray that it all kind of calms the hell down.
Yeah. I love this, Krista. It says malignant narcissists thrive on drama. If they can't find it naturally, they will create it. Oh, hell yeah.
Exactly.
We know that.
There are a number of different ICE agents who have been doxxed, and those agents now have protesters outside of their homes every night, keeping them awake all night long.
Good. And I would be out there with my little clergy badge, and they would be like, I'm not
Donald
going to,
Trump,
you know.
some of his own fans are starting to.
So I had mentioned before, it's like, when do these people come to the party with a bag of fucking nails? Because if I saw that crap going on, and you've got ICE and you've got people dealing with ICE, I would accidentally like drop a lip gloss or something near a tire and get down and like get a nail in on both sides of the tire, and then maybe scoot up to the other one and make like I'm, you know, just a cute little bunny rabbit over there looking over the car.
No, I have a better idea. What was it?
What?
Okay, I saw this in a chat today, and this cracked me up. People are dumping glitter on ICE agents so they can be identified for days.
Oh my God, that's so good.
There you go.
I was thinking glitter. It's like this fucking big. Do you know how much glitter is in that thing? I could just like, I wish I had like glitter paintballs. Just
right.
go. Glitter in their faces,
5K?
all over the car.
I'm
You know how glitter is. You can't get rid of it. It's everywhere.
It's the herpes of the craft world.
I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing, you know, the glitter bombs that people used to put on their porches for porch pirates. I wouldn't be surprised if we start seeing those in protests.
Well, and somebody said after that, next thing you know, the grandpa is gonna outlaw glitter.
Well, because it's gay.
It's dangerous, and you're attacking the police with glitter. We can't have glitter. It's gonna outlaw glitter. Oh my God, the craft community will go crazy. No glitter. Strippers will lose their jobs. There'll be no glitter.
That's terrible.
Oh my God. Just dump glitter all over them. Just poof. The problem is it gets all over you too.
That's okay. We can make it look nice.
Yeah.
They look suspect.
Yeah, they look suspect with their glitter all over their outfits.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
That they got from Amazon.
Yeah. So I still think it's a good idea to like dump or
stick bananas in their tailpipe. Does that shit still work?
I don't know. Or we all dress up like ICE. And we go, you know, they'll detain somebody and we'll be like, okay, we've got this person and we're going to put them in our car right now.
Tony,
you stick them in your car and you're like, we're going to drive around till they leave and we're taking you home.
Yeah, just Tony, dump in. How fast does it take to dump some sugar? How much sugar does it take to dump in a gas tank to fuck it up?
Sometimes you have to pop that thing to open the gas cover. I thought of that too.
Yeah. What about bananas in a tailpipe? Does that work? It does?
Yeah.
Paint all over the windshield.
We don't know.
Car.
We are not condoning any of this. But
we're just shooting shit
we're just
and
saying
coming
it
up with
works.
really funny ideas. Yeah. So if you had paint, and you wrote ICE all over their car, they wouldn't be able to get it off. So maybe that would be a fun way to go at it.
Yeah. Blue glitter paint sticks.
Drop penises all over their car. And ICE and penis and more penis. Yeah.
Yeah, ICE belongs in a nice cocktail. not arresting people, you assholes. Get off our
That's
streets.
right.
I do.
Glitter and honey. There you go. Glitter and honey. Instead of tar and feather, we'll glitter and honey.
Yeah.
Yeah, and you could probably stick that in some Nerf guns for sure, and just
squirt guns with baby oil on their windshields. Now you're thinking. Then you throw the glitter on it, because then it'll be a super hot mess.
Yeah.
It'll be fabulous, super hot mess.
I love it. And we all get arrested, and we're just like smiling in our like bunk shots. Like,
I mean, come on. You know, we gotta think smart here.
Yeah.
Oh, how about this? You could just use straight up Elmer's glue. And then you pour fucking, as soon as you hit it with glitter, it sticks.
oh yeah. Mod Podge.
And it'll dry fast in the summer heat.
We're gonna Mod Podge everything. Hey, while we're at it, we might as well just go ahead and just paint the fucking car. Just paint it all. And then maybe get some of that plaster of Paris.
Destruction of property. No.
Okay. So when I worked at a school,
that's why you got to use something that can wash off glue.
But I was able to saran wrap a car with Vaseline on the windshield in like 4 minutes because I had to go fast. And I worked at the school. I had great ideas. No, I don't. I have bad ideas. It's okay. But yeah, it's just a saran wrap the car. They can't get in it. It's like trying to get to the handles.
Tony keeps throwing up the satire because we don't want to get in trouble for,
Yeah, sorry. I'll stop.
Again, this is a non-violent expression.
Yeah, I'm just being silly. I have bad ideas and no follow through. No worries.
WD-40 is another great idea on the windshields because you can't see shit.
Fart spray.
Anything oily. Tony, we had a couple more. We had one more Hegseth to play, and you can skip kind of the older lady.
Someone talked about stocking up on cans of sardines so they could take them with them for ice, so that they can just throw the cans of sardine in a window that's been rolled down.
It's a little long. You can skip first.
But you got to put it under a floor mat, so it takes a while to ruminate.
All right. Here's another one.
I haven't done that before.
Here's where Keg's Breath says to the fucking senator, your time is up. And then she's like, oh, honey, you don't tell me. You don't tell me.
Missile, yes or no?
Well, Senator, I would not advise believing everything you read in the media. And I'm consulted on every single decision.
Okay,
I'm the
so that's
decision maker
alarming.
for the
It's your
department, and we all
department,
serve
Mr.
at the pleasure of the president.
Okay.
And
So
we have
what
the
was your-
prerogative to
what
make
was
those
your
decisions
What
for
was
the
your
best for the
recommendation?
country,
Did you
and we did
personally
that.
approve Mr. Hawk's dismissal? Yes or no?
Anyone coming or going
Personally
at the
approve
Defense
it.
Department, especially at that level, would ultimately be a decision
So
made by
that's a
me,
yes.
and I
Did
stand
you personally
behind that.
relieve him?
Excuse
Did
me?
you personally relieve him? Yes or
Anyone
no?
at that level
You did,
who is
so that's a
relieved
yes.
would be relieved by the Secretary of Defense.
Was there a specific
Say yes or no.
justification for General Hawk's dismissal? Was there a specific justification for General Hawk's dismissal?
Ma'am, we all serve at the pleasure of the president, and the president deserves the
Is
type
it
of
true?
commanders and advisors that he thinks will best
Did you
equip him
discuss General
to
Hawk's
accomplish the
dismissal
mission.
with Laura Loomer prior to his removal?
I don't discuss who I talk about anything with, but ultimately
really?
this is my decision,
Except
and
the
he
whole
serves at the
fucking
pleasure of
world
the
on
president,
Signal
and that's
chat,
why
bucko.
he's no longer there.
So do you believe it's appropriate for any social media personality to influence personnel decisions in your department? Yes or no?
I believe your time is up, Senator.
I believe your time is up, Senator. Tony's like, I fucked up. Yeah, quit fucking up.
Department, yes or no?
I believe your time is up, Senator.
Oh, it is not up to you to tell me when my time is up.
Well, the time
And
of
I am
the
going to
senator-
say, Mr. Secretary, you're either feckless or complicit. You're not in control of your department. You are just unserious. It is shocking. You're not combating anti-Semitism within your ranks. It's a dangerous and pivotal time in our nation's history. Thank you, Mr. Chairman. I yield back. And I don't appreciate the smirk, sir. You are the Secretary of Defense.
The time of the gentlelady has expired.
You don't tell me when my fucking time is up, bitch. And you're supposed to be the Secretary of Defense and you're smirking. You what a little fucking twat. I'd flick him like a fucking bug. I can't believe these people are in fucking positions of power. I seriously want to smack him like a little bitch.
Like the little bitch that
so
he is.
frustrating.
Your time
It's
is
infuriating.
up. It is infuriating.
Yeah.
God damn. I was walking around here yesterday. I was all pissed. I wish we had done a show yesterday. I was all pissed and depressed.
I was ready for it.
And just be like, fuck, man, these fucking assholes walking around here all fucking mad, you know? And I'm like, we're going to have to start doing more shows just so I can get this fucking shit off my chest.
Well, there's just so much, too.
It is.
Yeah.
So what do we think's going to happen? Let's play. Oh, I don't know. What do you think's going to happen? All right. So what do you think's going to happen? Do you think that it's all bluster between Israel and Iran? And at some point, one of them get Trump on the run because A, he won't make a decision. And in that, it is the decision. Or he sides with the wrong person and crap finally comes his way. Because it would really, okay, I'm being a little petty, but it would make me really happy if we didn't really have to do too much to him to get rid of him. If someone else could do that for us, wouldn't that satirically be wonderful?
Well, I think that, first of all, I don't think any of it's cute, and I don't think war is not cute. It's not funny. I'm not happy. I'm very upset. And I think that, what's his name? The fucking asshole from Israel. Netanyahu has put him here in this position on purpose because Netanyahu's a smart guy and he knows that he's got Dinky in between a rock and a hard place, and now he's going, oh well, if you don't help us, we'll be out of ammunition in 10 days. Well, then why'd you start a fucking war in the first place?
Right.
You shouldn't have started a war. Not our fucking problem is what I say. Not my fucking problem. Same thing with Pootie Boy. Pootie Boy is backing Iran. So now where do you stand, fucko? See, you can't be in bed with all the dictators and everyone at the same time. It's not it doesn't work out well. Just like you can't have Elon and Dinky in the same room. They're two massive fucking narcissistic assholes. And they're eventually going to fucking, bang heads. And yeah, I don't know if we still don't even know if Elon's in or Elon's out. They were out, blah, blah, blah. Yeah. We don't know if we're at war right now with Iran or not. And Dinky's like, oh, well, nobody knows. No, nobody knows that I'm doing because, I'm not going to tell you my war plans. Well, we got Ted Cruz saying that we're doing it, and I'm just like,
so I think that the only humorous part of this situation is that Trump has to pick one. Dinky has to pick Netanyahu or Putin. He has to pick one or the other. If he does not pick one or the other, then both will be pissed off, right? Yeah. So he's got to pick one or the other. So the one he picks is the one who has the worst compromise on him.
Yes, I agree. But then the other will come after him, I think.
But the other will release whatever compromise they have on him.
I don't see this being I don't see this path that we're on right now politically being able to continue. We've got
from Crystal CNY. To accept, press 1. To send a voice.
Hi, Crystal. Thanks for calling.
I'm sorry, Diane. I forgot my Bluetooth was not connected to my phone, so I hung up. Anyways, because you're talking about being depressed and angry, and my roller coaster, my emotional roller coaster is squeakier than the tanks in DC, and I'm out of WD-40, and I feel like an extra crispy, crazy person.
Yes.
I want to scream. That's all. I love you guys, though. Thank you for keeping me laughing.
Thank you, Crystal, for calling. And honey,
Of course, squeak, squeak.
we're on the roller coaster with you.
I know you are. I'm
Hey,
screaming
Crystal,
and
we're on
laughing
the
and
roller
crying
coaster
and
with our donkeys.
my pants all at the same time. Love you. Bye.
Love you
Bye.
too. Yep. I know. Crystal, thanks so much for calling in. I love it because it's always short and sweet. And
So good.
but we are on an emotional roller coaster. We don't know what's gonna happen one day from the next. But this is what it was, Dinky 1.0.
Right.
Oh, but this is way beyond.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
This is so far
I
beyond.
mean, there are reports that he's actually considering using a nuclear weapon against Iran.
Oh, please don't.
He has
No.
not ruled that out.
No, we have all kinds of nuclear weapons. My father helped create nuclear weapons that were like could eradicate like a 5-block radius. So, there's a variety of options. So let's pray to God he's not thinking large.
Oh my God. Well, I just keep hearing horrific stories, like he's listening to Fox News.
Yes.
And they're pushing for war. Everybody else is saying, don't do it. It's a fucking mess.
Right.
We'll get in another fucking 20-year war and we won't be able to get out of it.
Well, my worry is Israel stroking his ego, but Iran and Russia are saying, don't you fucking dare. So he, him leaning into Israel seems like the standard pattern for him.
No, I think he's going to go with Pootie.
Get your help.
Tony wants to play a drop.
Okay, bring it, Tony.
Squeak! Squeak, I tell you, squeak!
Man, that's the ugliest mouse I've ever seen.
Okay, Tony, I'm sure you're having fun, but I don't get it.
Squeak!
I know she said squeak, squeak because of the tank.
Squeak, I tell you, squeak!
Yeah. Again, that needs to be the drop instead of crickets, right? The squeaky tank instead of crickets.
Okay, well, what we were talking about now, I was totally derailed.
Israel stroking Trump's ego, and then you thinking that Russia's going to get his alliance.
Russia's got more compromise on him.
And that's what it's going to come down to is who has more compromise, who has the most devastating compromise is who it's going to come down to. That is
got to be
pick.
Russia. I think they all have it because Russia passed it out like candy.
Right.
Well, yeah, because remember we saw them. We saw that guy from the Epstein file. What the hell was the guy's name? Some Italian dude at the meeting in Saudi Arabia with MBS. Feels like forever ago, but it was a couple of weeks back. And there were pictures that had been photocopied and handed to Trump. So they obviously have stuff. And they wanted to make sure everyone knew that they had stuff on him. So
yeah, I never found that video where you looked at it.
Oh, I thought I sent it to you. And you said you couldn't play it because it was a TikTok video.
Yeah, that's right.
Oh, yeah, that's right. I said it's a spike in, and she sent it. Yeah.
Yeah, I can't. There's certain I can play certain things on TikTok, certain things I can't.
I wonder if you could play it and take a screenshot of the picture of the three of them and him holding those pictures, just to give people an idea of what it was that went down.
Yeah, I can't even get to it.
I don't know.
Yeah.
Oh, you can't get to it.
No, because I just don't have a TikTok, and I don't want one.
I don't either. Yeah.
I don't want one. So I've got go ahead with that video. I love this kid. And he's pointing out all the infighting, which I'm kind of digging. We're all kind of digging this. And we gotta we got to drive this wedge. You know what I mean? Like, we got to drive the wedge between MAGA. So they're fighting.
Harry's really good at this too. So.
Well, this is some terrible news for Donald Trump. Some of his own fans are starting to turn on him as he embraces the idea of going to war with Iran. Like, for example, conservative commentator Candace Owens just said Donald Trump just completely fractured his base, and he did it for the very neocons who minted the Never Trump movement. Truly unbelievable. This guy said in a now viral tweet, "F it, if Trump takes us to war, I'm done with him and his administration. I voted for no wars, cheap gas, no taxes, cheap groceries, maha. What of these things have actually happened? I'm pissed." Newsflash, buddy, you got played. And in replies to Donald Trump on social media, people are losing it. This guy said, Trump lost it. I thought Trump cared about relationships. Clearly something is wrong with him. This guy said, you're going to throw away your entire presidency over a war with Iran. Sam said, very disappointed. We don't want this. Safe to say that even some of Donald Trump's diehard supporters are not on board with what he's doing right now. And there are many more examples. I imagine that this is only going to get worse for Donald Trump. I'm going to break it down on my YouTube, my Substack, and my show on Spotify. All of those links are in my bio. But things aren't going great for Trump.
Nope. And Laura Loomer with her little podcast trying to give him advice on what to do. She's a fucking nut job, dude. Like, when are you going to get...
Okay, can you guys answer this for me? What does Laura Loomer do?
She's a podcast.
For a job? She's just a podcaster? Okay.
She's not in the government. She doesn't have a position.
No, she doesn't. I know
she wanted
but
one.
beforehand, I was just like, what is it that she did that she somehow has developed in Trump's eyes?
Dinky.
Yeah.
Did Dinky.
Yeah.
That's what I think.
Yeah.
I don't know what I mean. I don't know why else he would listen to her.
Well, I think her rise was very similar to MTG in that she was able to stir the conspiracy right-wing media sphere, and that got his attention. And then he started paying more attention to her, and then he did her, and he casted her aside, and Moms is wanting to know if we have covered the fact that Trump's military parade has actually killed a civilian by being run over by one of the trucks carrying a tank.
I
What?
heard that on
I did not hear
Keith
this.
Edwards' show. I have not heard it anywhere. Was it Keith Edwards or
Wait,
Adam
okay.
Mockler or
He had
Luke
to
Beasley?
heard it coming.
Too
soon?
I did hear it. I don't know where
Well,
it was.
the tank
though.
wasn't squeaking because it was on a truck, and it's the truck that ran her over.
Get me one, Tony.
Oh, geez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And of course, it went nowhere. I haven't heard it, hide nor hair of it anywhere. Moms, do you remember what show that was on? Because that's the only place I saw it.
I've seen it on a couple of different contributors. Pretty sure Adam Mockler covered it. I know Keith Edwards covered it.
Yeah.
Oh, that's so sad.
These fucking assholes.
Pretty sure Jesse Dollemore even covered it.
Really?
Because he's there in DC. So
I only saw it one place. And I've been looking for it other places. Never found it. Who did? I said it in the last show on Tuesday. Yeah. Fuck. These fucking assholes. You know, of course it ran over and killed somebody. Dinky kills someone on a daily basis, and I don't care. Yep. I don't care. He kills hundreds on a daily basis with his cuts and his fucking tariffs and his fucking bullshit. All of it.
Speaking of the day of his military parade, he was so happy that there was no rain in DC, but he completely overlooked the fact that West Virginia had severe flooding and multiple fatalities. Their infrastructure has been completely decimated. where that flooding was.
Oh, no.
And yet you're not hearing anything about it.
Yeah, I didn't hear anything.
Not a word.
I heard that Adriana Smith, they finally took the baby because her body was decaying so badly. And the hospital named the baby Chance. Like, who's the hospital to name this whole situation with this poor woman and her family?
It's so gross. They kept her on
And the child
on life support for how long? Months.
Like months. Yeah. And the baby was 1 pound. Did I get that right? 1 pound?
Yeah, that's you can't.
I haven't heard much about the details on the baby.
We're not
other
going
than it
to
was a
hear
boy.
details. That's
Was
the
it a
problem.
boy?
That's the problem is that he's blocking all these fucking details. Tony, you gonna answer the phone?
Call from
Adam.
Adam.
Hey.
Hi, honey.
Hi.
What's going on?
I just wanted to say something really fast. I was talking to my friend Dory that I haven't talked with for years, and she and I both belong to like these different Buddhist churches, and we both left our Buddhist churches, and we still kind of like, we still do our meditations and stuff like that, but she was trying to remind me of like the good parts about Dinky and all this stuff happening with religions falling apart around our ears and everything falling apart around our ears. And she's like, just try to think of it like it's with all his evil and his stuff, he's just ripping the Band-Aid off faster. So just whenever you get really depressed, sorry, car going by, and whenever you get really depressed, just think about that you're just ripping the Band-Aid is just getting ripped off faster. If you want any thought to get you out of a depression.
He's ripping the band off faster, but that makes the demise of our country quicker, and that makes me depressed.
Right.
But what if?
Right.
Just what if? And I think Adam might agree with me on this one, possibly. What if we're getting to a point where all of this comes to a head and he's gone? They're gone. And then what can we have thereafter? What if we see how all of this is such a disaster that we need to safeguard all these laws? We need to safeguard our courts and our congressional representatives and senators. We need to safeguard our people and put in like universal health care, things like that. So I guess you're kind of right, Adam. It's a mindset, when things get so heavy, it's like, why is this happening? How do we find ourselves in this horrendous spot where things are spiraling so fast in all directions in ways that we've never seen before in our lifetimes? Right. For what purpose? So I think it's kind of a good idea to maybe think beyond the destruction and just maybe keep your eye on that. So
Tony,
it's horrible right now.
Tony, do me a favor and look up Tammy Duckworth going after Hegseth. It was epic. Go ahead, Spy.
It kind of goes back to what I said on the last show that we're 17 months from the midterms, which means campaigns are going to start up in around 7 months, 6 to 7 months. And as of right now, we're projected to pick up as many as 50 seats in the House.
That's massive.
And potentially a supermajority in the Senate, which means that we will have the ability to fix and undo some of what he has done. The problem is that no one will ever truly know the depth of what he has done to our country.
Until after he's out of there. Until after he's out of there, until we can fix the just like when Biden got in. Biden didn't have a plan. He didn't let Biden in or his team in to, during the transition. Right. And so Biden went in there, and even though, Biden has been there before as VP, he's like, he knew exactly what he needed to do to go in there and to fucking fix a problem and how to do it. Because he'd been there before. Thing is, I don't know what the fuck, and how do we get what if you're like, they're all gone. MAGA is never going to be gone. I think for the rest of our lifetime, we're going to have to be dealing with fucking maggots.
Right.
I don't know how it ever goes away after this. I really don't. These people are so fucking brainwashed. I honestly don't know. And by the way, Adam said his phone hung up. But I do want to play this Tammy Duckworth going after Hexeth, which is just, you know, it's just beautiful. And this woman, you know, she was bleeding to death in my Black Hawk helicopter after I was shot down. I didn't care if American troops were risking their... I didn't care if the American troops risking their lives to help me were gay, straight, trans, black, white, or brown. All that mattered was that they didn't leave me behind. I will not be lectured about our military needs by a 5 deferment draft dodger. And she put that out. Okay, but this is her questioning Hexeth. Roll the beautiful bean footage.
Hexeth, you say you are focused on warfighting and warriors. These are your words. Yet you are diverting untold DoD resources and attention to a fundamentally non-military mission of domestic policing. Across the country, we have qualified police officers who are trained for that mission. They know those streets better than the Marines you deploy to Los Angeles, who normally focus on the Indo-Pacific. And you recently approved 700 more troops in 3 other states to do admin and logistics works for ICE. You say all of this is valuable training, but I would much rather have our troops do tough, realistic training relevant to high-end combat. Instead of typing in spreadsheets for ICE, they should be conducting live fire maneuver exercises. Instead of patrolling American neighborhoods and standing in front of federal buildings, they should be rehearsing call for fire missions. We have local police who can stand in front of those federal buildings. And the list of distractions goes on. You are encouraging the DoD workforce to go work for DHS in increasing numbers. You're pulling the military away from facing foreign enemies who literally say things like death to America. And you're putting troops with weapons aimed at Americans. Mr. Secretary, let the military get back to its real job. Stop forcing them to do DHSs. And if you want to be DHS Secretary, maybe you can apply for that job when you're fired from this one due to your incompetence. Hexeth.
There you go. There you go. I mean, if I were her, I would have taken my prosthetic leg and thrown it at him. But that's me.
Yes. What? What's the matter, Tony? Okay.
Fuck you!
Yeah. Fuck this guy. He's such a little squeaky piece of shit.
And again, we need to continue to see that from Democratic leadership, because that is what will bring people around. And as his base is fracturing, they're going to go one of two ways. They're either going to go further right and further into cruelty, or they're going to wake up and they're going to realize they picked the wrong horse and they're on the wrong side of history.
Mm-hmm. Yep. That's where they are. They're on the line. I think the line is right before all of them right now.
Can we watch that again? Bonnie wants to watch it again.
One more time.
I think there's another drop. Is there another drop of her? Because she was tearing him up. And they played it this morning on Stephanie Miller with Jody filling in.
You are blowing through money.
Yeah. Here's another one just for you, Bonnie.
You are blowing through money like my fellow cadets and I did in our first Liberty after basic camp. Luckily, I didn't end up with a questionable tattoo. Your failures, Mr. Secretary, since you've taken office has been staggering. You sent classified operational information over Signal to chest thump in front of your wife, who, by the way, has no security clearance, risking service member lives in the process. You blew the $1 billion fight against the Houthis, whom, again, as my colleague says, has no Navy, and yet you lost all of those aircraft. You created such a hostile command environment that no one wants to serve as your chief of staff or work with you in other senior DoD leadership roles. But what we should all be talking about more than all of this is that you have an unjustified, un-American misuse of the military in American cities, pulling resources and attention away from core missions to the detriment of the country, the war fighters, and yes, the war fighting that you claim to love. I don't know if this is because you are too inexperienced and incompetent to understand the real threats facing our country, or if it's because you are just an unqualified yes man who can't tell the president how to keep Americans safe. You are focusing on renaming basis for Confederate generals. You said just now to Senator King that to a man and to a woman, we would rather be associated with the old Confederate names. Well, I am one of those women. I served at Fort Rucker, Alabama, a base that was named for a traitor who took arms against the United States of America, led troops who killed Americans. It was renamed for Mike Novosel, a Medal of Honor recipient, who in his citation for the Medal of Honor includes that he saved 29 American lives, to include hovering backwards in a helicopter towards an enemy bunker where a wounded American was laying and saved that person, including after being taken fire himself. I know a little something about what it takes to fly a helicopter when you've been hit by enemy fire. That was heroic. I'd rather be associated with Mike Novosel than a failed Confederate traitor. I don't know whether you are inexperienced or too incompetent, but I wonder when you will actually focus on our nation's warfighting mission.
Fire. I just hear fire.
Smoke on the horizon.
Smoke, yeah, smoke on the horizon. She's fire. The cult song, yeah, I totally hear it.
I love them.
I know,
Yeah.
I love the cult.
I love them.
Yeah.
When I love how she brings up how he bungled the fight with the Houthis, and the fact that it made the American military look pitiful, and now a lot of people in that area are not concerned about our military stature anymore.
No, they're
because
not.
of that fucker, because of one man and how bad he fucked up. And now we're getting ready to potentially go to war with Iran or Israel, one of the two. It's going to be one of the two. And they're not afraid. They're not afraid of us anymore because of this dumb fuck motherfucker.
Yeah.
They took all the bite away.
Yeah. And the scary part is we have no allies. And we are sitting here in this country with a 22-year-old international intelligence official leading the way.
Big balls.
To make sure we are safe.
None of us know his real name. We only know him as Big Balls. He's
the other guy
motherfuckers-
they hired. Yeah. That guy they hired. They just hired that young kid. He's got that weird eyebrow.
I go
that
goggle
one
these
big
balls.
eyebrow.
Hey, Ice,
Yeah.
hey, Tom, goggle
We're
these
sitting
fucking
ducks here,
balls, you
folks.
prick.
So I have all these other videos that I was going to show of ICE, attacking people and stuff. But really all I want you to do, Tony, is show the photograph that I sent. It's a picture. And it's like, really, it's a picture of the dudes. And now I can't find it. And I'm sorry, but what uniform is that?
Al-Qaeda.
You got skinny jeans, flannels, baseball hats. At least they have all matching gaiters over their face. I mean, that's the only thing I see is matchy is their gaiters. They're not wearing the same shoes. Two guys got jeans on. One guy's black jeans and the other one's got, I don't know what kind of jeans those are. I mean, just hoodies.
One guy's foot, it's like backwards.
You know what really gets me? It's like when you see these ICE guys and they're ethnic. They're black, they're Hispanic. And I'm just like, what are you doing? What are you doing?
Well, they won't get deported because they're part of ICE and they know it.
Yeah, when ICE agents look like this, it's entirely appropriate for state and local law enforcement to step in and demand they identify themselves and show judicial warrants before detaining anyone from immigration court. Democratic mayor and governors can take action on this. It's just unbelievable. Right. Why? I'd be like, fuck that. I'm getting kidnapped. I'm being kidnapped.
Yeah.
I've seen no warrant. I'd be like, I'm being kidnapped.
Beyond that, my friend who works for Homeland Security says in order to do your job, and this is their job, they have to have a badge and credentials on them. If they do not have their badge and their credentials, then they are unlawfully partaking in this task. So, and I asked her, I said, do you have to show it? Like if you're a police officer and you think it's a sting and you ask, are you a police officer? They have to tell you. I don't know where that gray line is. So
I would be absolutely terrified if dudes in an unmarked car, and I don't care if you can buy lights and you can buy a siren. If it doesn't have the symbol and serve and protect and blah, 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 and federal agent, all written all over the car.
Or G in front of the license plate number for government plate, at least.
Yeah, and not only that, if it's not a government plate, but guess what? Get those fucking license plates. These guys are getting doxxed by people taking the videos and showing their license plate. Every video I want to see next, every video comes out, I want you to follow them to the goddamn car and get a clear shot of their fucking license plate. What they are doing is illegal, and they're using their own cars to do it.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, absolutely.
And these are all Jan 6ers. You're going to tell me they're not? Fuck off. We all knew that they were. These are all motherfuckers who've been pardoned by Dinky.
And that's exactly why he pardoned them.
Are we going to end up seeing that guy there with remember the horns?
Yeah.
Are we going to see him with his gator on and the horns? Like, we know who you are.
Yeah, he's going to run for office.
Oh, that's right. Chansley or something like that. Yeah.
Jacob Chansley. Yeah.
Yeah.
Right.
He ruined the name Jacob for me forever.
Yeah, it's done.
He ruined the name Jacob for her forever.
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 No, I could just call him Jacob and instead of Jacob.
And call him
Jacob.
Yeah.
I remember when my granddaughter, when this was happening, and my granddaughter was young, and she came through I had an office upstairs with the TV on because I didn't want her to see it. And my middle son was with me, and I'm like, don't let her come in here. And I came back in, and she walked through, and she goes, she saw that guy, and she said, why is Scooby-Doo doing that? And I was like, honey, that's Scooby-Doo.
So someone said this earlier. Here's the LAPD telling ICE to get the fuck out of Dodger Stadium. The only reason they came is to start a riot. What they got was the boot. More of this, California. So I'm gonna quickly get this to Tony. I haven't even seen it, so I don't even know. So beware if there's music or anything on it, Tony. I don't know. Oh my God. Today's Senator Chuck Grassley, 91, is holding a hearing on Biden's cognitive decline. Senator Durbin walks in, played a video of Trump's crazy statements, told them they're wasting everyone's time, called the hearing a distraction, and left.
Good.
Yeah. A 91-year-old Chuck Grassley does not need to be talking about Biden's cognitive decline. Get the fuck out of here, bro. You're ready for a fucking gravesite. Jesus Christ. Yeah, that's it.
What Billy says, dirt nap.
Yeah, dirt nap. Billy says dirt nap. Billy Gaffney. I haven't seen this video, so I have no idea. There's no audio. So I've never been there, so I don't know. Are they coming or going? They're trying to go in. That's Dodger Stadium. I assume they're trying to go in right now. Oh, and now you got to take a U-turn? Oh, no. All right. I'm not exactly sure what's going on.
No, that was Dodger Stadium right there.
Oh, they're being... Oh, okay. I see. They're being told to leave. You're not welcome here, cocksuckers.
Oh, yeah, I see it now. Yeah, the gate. Yeah. Okay.
Bye-bye. Bye, bitches. Get the fuck
What
out
are
of
they
here.
going to do? Are they going to go row by row and drag people out? I mean, come on.
Here's a new one. I bet this one's got video or audio. I just refreshed my channel, and this is literally this morning. ICE agents came to Dodger Stadium and requested permission to access the parking lots. They were denied entry to the grounds by the organization. Tonight's game will be played as scheduled. Right on, Dodgers. Please, more of this. Love it. I won't let him in. Good for you. Good for you. God damn it. I'm so sick of this shit. And oh, yes, this great news that E. Jean Carroll, she is finally getting her money. Yeah. Didn't a judge say that's it? You got to pay up, bitch. Isn't it final?
I thought so. I thought it was.
I think it's
I know
final.
she also has a book out.
Ooh. Now that's a book I'd buy. I
Yeah.
want that in
Oh,
my
yeah.
library.
Yeah.
My library against Dinky. Yeah, E. Jean Carroll, this man who wears apricot makeup with his hair twirled around his head like Barbara Stanwyck in Ball of Fire. I was so close. I heard almost every single thing he said. The farting, you wanted to know about that? It was a silent one, sort of. Oh my God, here you go. Here you go. I'm just playing it. I haven't even listened to it yet.
Rock against drugs. What a fucking name. It's like Christians against Christ.
By the way, Midas Touch hit 5 million subscribers.
Yeah.
Good for them.
Oh, and they did an interview with E. Jean Carroll, looks like.
Oh my God. I think we have to end the show with this.
This what I'm playing?
No, play this. Play E. Jean, please.
And what this book does is we approach things in a light way because we understand this is a man who wears apricot makeup with his hair twirled around his head like Barbara Stanwyck in Ball of Fire, who we can beat. Robbie figured that out 5 years ago. Here, I was so close. Ben, I was so close. If I went this far and reached back, I could have him by the hair. I heard almost every single thing he said. Robbie had to stand up and object to Judge Kaplan, saying, Your Honor, if we can hear him, what does the jury think? And by the way, Ben, when you looked at the jury, they were like stunned by the moaning and his groaning and his weeping and his snarling and his, he was very cruel to Alina Haba, Esquire, really treated her terribly. I don't know how she carried on, but we were there. We saw everything. The farting, you wanted to know about that?
I didn't say that, but
It was a silent one. It was a silent one, sort of. That's all.
It was silent and deadly.
I love her. I really do. I think
hope she gets her money.
Yeah. Because you know the hell that she is dealing with on a daily basis with the threats and the hate and all that. She deserves to like just go someplace quiet and disappear and be safe and feel comfortable in her space.
And write your book. And honey, we're gonna buy your book, and it's gonna be a #1 bestseller. We all have to go out there and buy that book. And I like this cartoon. I just think it's funny. And on the back of a milk carton, missing Republican spines. Yeah, because grow a fucking pair. My God. Guys are so fucking pathetic. I can hardly stand it.
Well, you get these privileged white people who run for office. They've never had to deal with anything in life. I'm not saying all of them. I'm saying, a lot of them. You got people like Duckworth who really paid their dues and they know how rough things can be. But
yeah.
Wow.
No, so I see this. It's a post. It's just a still. And it says, just some creepy armed Mad Max guys trying to gain entry to Dodger Stadium. ICE says it wasn't them. DHS says they were Border Patrol. But honestly, who in the hell knows? They've given permission for any psycho to put on a ski mask, point a gun, grab people, and throw them into an unmarked vehicle. I mean, it's totally 100% true.
Yeah.
ICE, it's not us. And DHS says it was Border Patrol, but who the fuck knows? How about it's a goddamn Proud Boys and insurrectionists dressed up, playing cosplay, and they're just going to fucking take more people. I don't know. They're going to call Donnie and be like, Donnie, we got more. They're going to call, what's his name? Stephen Miller and be like, we got more. Where do you want us to take them? Which airport?
Yeah. Or who
I really don't know what's going on
here.
I don't know what's happening. I don't know why that doesn't work. Why does it cut back to me? I don't know why it cuts back to me. The buttons are pressed. I pressed everything I should have fucking pressed, and I don't know why it's happening. I don't understand. I don't understand. What is happening? Why does that do that? Fuck me.
And like that little kid that I played the other 2 days ago. Nobody knows where she is. Yeah. So you're abducting a little 4 or 5 year old girl. Where do you guys think she's gonna end up?
Well, I'd say Epstein Island, but
By the way,
similar.
I love that. I got to give it up to Hal Sparks sometimes. He does research this shit like a mofo, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Deep dives. He found out that there is no airport on Epstein Island. So when you see flight records, right? The flight records go to St. Martin. St. Martin has a resort there. Trump has a resort on St. Martin. And do you ever see him on the beach and hanging out, pictures there? No. Because they fly there and it's a boat ride to Epstein's Island from there.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, yeah.
Who knows whose fucking richo fucko's yacht they're going to be on? That's undisclosed. But guess what? The pictures that Hal showed on his show about the Trump's resort in St. Martin is all pictures of food, golf, tennis, no family pictures, creepy pictures of adults with children and little girls, little boys. One was behind the other, and just really fucking weirdo, creepy ass photo. Was that yesterday? I'm not sure. I think it was yesterday morning he covered that on his show.
And rich people have a whole different way of moving around. And most people don't know what that's like. I have a friend who's got a lot of money, and I'll get on his jet and go places sometimes just because I want to go somewhere and it's free. I don't have to pay for it, so I go. But you go to some of these places and it's like, oh, you can go wherever and do whatever. You could just zip in and zip out and nobody knows you're there.
Yeah.
And it's it's a whole different world than trying to maneuver like a family, like going down to Disney or something. It was on a regular commercial airline and going into regular hotels. It's all different. There are times you go in, like I went into one place thinking I had my room set. And it's like, no, you're up, you get up to the penthouse tonight. You got put up at the penthouse. And I'm like, oh, cool. Thank you. But, people put these parameters around what they know and their existence, and their reality is thinking everybody has that, and they just don't. So Hal is absolutely right on that. It's a free run to do whatever you want.
Yeah, fucking free for all.
Yeah, you mentioned that it's off of St. Martin's, and it immediately made me wonder how many times Epstein Island has been in the background of shots of Below Deck.
Don't know.
Because they're usually out of St. Martin's.
Don't know.
Just saying.
I never looked it up. To be honest, I never looked it up. Like, where's Epstein Island compared to St. Martin? I don't have to look it up. I know. I trust Hal's information. I know he's not going to lie to us.
We know he does his due diligence before he provides any information.
That's goddamn right. Yeah, so I'm not going to say anything too stupid. Speaking of stupid, here's just like a meme, and it says, he's so fucking stupid that he thinks magnets stop working if they get wet. He's so fucking stupid that he thinks exercise is bad for you. He's so fucking stupid he thinks windmills give you cancer. He's so fucking stupid that you don't even have to use his name. All you have to say is he's so fucking stupid, and everyone immediately fucking knows who you're talking about.
Yeah.
And how about this one? Add this one to the list. He's so fucking stupid that he thinks, oh God, what did JoJo say? It's so funny. JoJo, what'd you say, girlfriend? Where are you? Where are you? I don't want to misquote because it was too good. Where'd you go, JoJo?
No, Dad. What
Fuck
about you?
you.
Fuck you! No, Dad! What about you? Fuck you!
This is JoJo. I feel like we don't talk enough about the fact that the sitting president of the United States thinks stealth planes are literally invisible to the naked eye.
Oh my
He
Lord.
does. He thinks they're invisible, like Wonder Woman's airplane. Like, what?
Well, he wouldn't say that the flagpole was erected at the White House because he didn't dare say the word. I don't think he could even say the word because he can't get an erection. So, he'd get an erection, but it would just go like pop out like real quick, and then just go like a turtle. Just if he said the word erection. Oh my God, this guy's such a fucking asshole. Yeah, and I don't remember these two ever being forcibly removed, handcuffed for heckling during the president's State of the Union because checks notes they were living in democracy back then. And it's a picture of fucking, the howler monkey and the other howler monkey. The howler monkey blonde and the howler monkey brunette. 3 toes and Beetlejuice jacker offer. Every time I hear about Bobo getting jacked off in fucking Beetlejuice, I'm like 4 degrees of separation away from that. Because my old podcast partner, Brian, is cousins. Morbius is cousins with the guy that she fucking jerked off. I'm not shitting you. This is a fucking real story. That's 3 degrees. 1, me, Brian, Morbius, cousin, her. 4 degrees separation of them. The whole jerk-off scene at the fucking Beetlejuice. Do you think I want to be 4 degrees separation away from it?
Allegedly.
No. Allegedly.
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 That's Cletus.
Allegedly.
That's Cletus.
That's Spykin's husband, Cletus.
Allegedly.
Of course, that's not his real name.
The longer form one was is
Just stay
very
away from my
very
fucking
funny.
lady
I
friend.
don't know how he managed to spit that out for me to get it recorded to send it to Choni, but
man.
yeah.
Just stay away from my
They
fucking
allegedly
lady friend.
allegedly.
What's the longer form, Tony? He's got it.
One thing we didn't have to worry about
Allegedly.
in Biden's America is whether or not a political assassin would face both state and federal charges in order to make sure that he actually faces justice. Because we all know that if it's federal, Dinky will pardon him.
Oh, God.
I literally don't know how you can pardon somebody for literally blatantly murdering your political opponent. I don't. No, it's just not going to fly.
Do it. That's the sad state of America today. He would still do it.
All right, here's the long form.
He may still. He might pardon him from the federal charges, but at least there's state charges to lock his ass up. But again, we've never had to focus on whether or not someone would face both state and federal charges in order to face justice, because the president of the United States will pardon them if it's only federal charges.
Isn't that sad? Oh man, that's so sad.
Allegedly. They alleged this against me.
They alleged this against me.
What were you going to say, Sage?
You foolish.
Oh, nothing. I was just saying.
Man.
Okay. So we're almost at the end of the show. Do you guys have any closing statements?
I do. My granddaughter said something the other day that I thought was pretty above her age bracket. She's 10. So she was listening to what was going on and what we were saying, and we were talking about women and various things that are happening to women, their rights and whatnot. And she says, what if women do exactly what the government expects them to do? And then when they least expect it, we overthrow them. Like, okay, let's go. Yeah, so talk to your younger people. Don't bypass them as though they don't know what's going on. We have to start educating as young as we can.
Mm-hmm. Absolutely. I wish I could record an audio of what my daughter thinks about Dinky, because she has some very choice and colorful words to say about the man.
Good.
Sadly, I have to tell her not to say that at school, though, because it will get her in trouble at school.
I told her about Benny Loco's granddaughter, and she's like, yeah, well. And I'm like, yeah, so we don't need the backlash, but I absolutely understand where you're coming from, because she's very bold.
That's very cool.
Sage isn't old enough to have a grandchild.
Spy, you got anything else?
My closing statement would be the video we closed on Tuesday.
Okay.
Honestly, because it hits all the points. It ticks all the boxes. Constant reminder to keep fighting and keep pushing. And
that's from Mallory McMorrow.
No. The chick on the street.
Yeah, the chick on the street. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So,
and just be happy that there are Americans that actually see it that way and know that we are not crazy.
Right. Yeah. And
no matter how much they try to gaslight us.
While Tony's looking for that video, I want to just say happy Juneteenth, because today is Juneteenth, and that's like the first official day of the end of slavery back in the 1800s, right? So I'm happy about that. And I love the whole glitter idea of the glitter. Okay. It's non-lethal and effective. And also, I want to say happy birthday. Hold on. I want to say happy birthday to Kevin Anderson. It's really his birthday tomorrow, but Kevin Anderson, we call him 007 Kevin here in our chat. He is our troll slayer Thank you so much, my friend, my buddy. Happy birthday to you tomorrow. So happy birthday, you guys. And thank you so much for joining us, all our moderators, everybody in the chat. Thank you guys so much for being here. You know, we love and appreciate you. We appreciate everybody who, you know, helps us out here on the channel. Fancy, thank you for the $2. Damon Dog sent 5 memberships. Thank you. And Bonnie, thank you guys so much. And I really just appreciate it, you guys, so much. You know, we wouldn't be here without you.
$2.
So, $2. Anyway, we were gonna
$2.
we will end with this video that got us all choked up on Tuesday because this young chick just stole it. Just took the words right out of our mouths. So you guys have a great weekend, and we'll see you on Tuesday. I've no plans to go live this weekend. So we'll see you next Tuesday. Peace out.
What do you think about the president? I know currently in D.C. he's having a birthday party sort of parade. What do you think about that as you guys are protesting here and in other cities across the country?
I can remember in 2016 all the propaganda that was put out on North Korea and how they had a show for Kim Jong-un's birthday and all the rockets that they displayed and the nuclear weapons. And the West took that as an insult and kind of a threat. Well, I see absolutely no difference in what's happening in D.C. right now. It's an absolute waste of tax dollars in any kind of way that you can put it. It's a threat. It's a threat to the American people that says if you step out of line, we will destroy you. We will take everything you love away. And I'm not going to stand for that. This is America, and you are nothing without the American people. And I want you to know that.
Anything else you can think of you'd like to add or mention?
If you're not angry, you're not listening. You need to be aware. It is your civic duty to care about what's going on. I don't care if you're Democratic or Republican. You have a constitution that says freedom of speech. You have a constitution that says freedom of the press. You have a living document that lives and breathes for the people. And that man is using it in corrupt, demonic ways. And he wants to talk about how the LGBTQ, how black communities, how POCs, how immigrants are the devil. That's only one devil I can see, and he sits in the White House. You should be angry. You should be out here with us. They don't care about you. These people, and you should show them, all of these people out here. These are the people. This is their country. This Capitol building, people are supposed to come here and represent us. And they won't. So I will represent me.
Yes.
That's what I have to say.
Yes. What do you think about the president?
Let me break into the waves and let me shake into the wild.
utopia for all the world's faces. Rainbows in the way we're willing to change. With passion, love, and security. Global mad worlds and the master plan. We haven't come here to destroy your land. The evil power wants to shake my hand. Universal rule, the life of man. Ooh, saturated with luxuries. Emaciated in poverty. Le fondement, oh no, le fondement. Oh, le fondement. Oh, le fondement. Oh, le fondement. Le fondement. Le fondement. Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah. The end of the world. 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 Okay, yeah, le fondement.
Oh my God, just leave her alone. Just leave Betty Loco alone. Just leave her alone.
Look how shiny it is, Grammy. It's so shiny. It's so shiny. It's so shiny.